Welcome to Madam K's Tarot. My name is I'll be your tarot reader. Call on my guides, archangels, and angels. Ask for protection, knowledge, and wisdom. I ask that you protect me from any outside negative influences and also protection for all who join and enter the room. Welcome, Spirit. Hello. Good evening. I'm going to pull a card for the overall energy for the readings tonight. Readings are free. So, Knight of Wands. Hello, how are you? Mishra, Andrew, good evening. Thanks for being here. Knight of Wands. Think things through. Don't go back on what you say. Make sure that you're following through on, like you give your word to somebody, you follow through on it. I'm good, thank you. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Amber, hello, how are you? I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see the crystal ball. And if you have anything you need to release, give it to the crystal ball, it'll take it. Okay? Here we go. Ooh. All right, let's see what archangel we have with us this evening. Hold on. Difficulties. Justine, hello. How are you? Welcome. What archangel is my guide this evening? Ooh, 3 cards came out. Michael, Azrael, Sandalphon are 3 archangels that are with us. Wow. Sometimes I get more than one, not often. So, Archangel Michael, remember who you are. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. Know that you're loved. Archangel Sandalphon, gentleness. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. And then Archangel Azrael, comfort. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Nice. Okay, so those are our angels that we have with us this evening. I had to turn my heat down. I've been having problems. All right, well, there's 8 people in the room, and I'm not getting any messages, so... Oh, there we go. Neo! Oh, my God! How are you? Where have you been? Yes, no. Is there any new beginnings for me in November? Amber wants to know about new beginnings. Kirsty, hello. Well, apparently it was stuck. I can see it now. Amber wants to know about any new beginnings in November. Yes. 6 of Pentacles, but with the price. So this is equal gig. Um, the more you put into what you want, the more you will receive, Amber. I've cut down on tarot for a while. I was tad disappointed after all this time went by, but I wanted to drop by and say hello as it's been a while. Thanks, Neil. Yeah, Todd still stops in once in a while. So it's very nice that you did. Oh, do you see where is he? Is he on my screen? Or is he on my ball? See him? Oh. Got a box elder bug. Where'd he go? Well, if you were sitting here, you'd be able to smell my burnt hair on my fingers. Did he? Hello? Okay, sounds great, Amber. So Justine, I need yes or no questions, please. I can ask, was he happy that the message came in? Jojo, hey, how are you? Happy about the message coming in. Yeah. 10 of Cups. Yes, naturally they were happy. Something that has to change, though, between you two. This bottom of the deck, it's a conflict. It's like always being drawn into the same thing over and over. Excuse me. It's good to see you, too, Aditi. How are you? Does G have good intentions towards me? We started talking. If you guys could hit that like button if you are getting a yes or no question, please. It's kind of like payment for getting a free read, if you will. Free question. Andrew? I can pull a card for you, Andrew. You're welcome, Justine. So Jojo wants to know, does G have good intentions? Just G. Well, so top of the deck is the King of Wands. He's very passionate, follows his intuition, a lot of growth, abundance. Bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. So Jojo, be aware your G is going to be very sexually driven towards you, but hides one's emotions. King of Cups, he's like a big iceberg, you know. You only see the top of his head bobbing out of the water, and there's so much under the ocean you don't see. So this King of Cups hides his feelings, his emotions, Jojo. Little sleepy cat, hello? You're welcome, Jojo. Justice, hello? Do the angels have a message for me? Prosperity. Archangel Ariel. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Just believe in yourself. When you put the work and the effort in, that's when everything comes to you. Nothing's just given to us. We do have to strive to achieve it. Little sleepy cat. Was the angel that I saw my dad coming to get my sister to take her to heaven. Oof. Talking about angels, ghosts, coming. The Hierophant. It's not a yes or a no, but the Hierophant is about religious structure. So it was some um, spiritual being, if you will. It's not giving me a yes or a no, even on the bottom of the deck it isn't. But we do see someone is missing in the picture here. Oh, I guess you can't see that, sorry. You're welcome, Justice. She told me it was him. My dad passed on my 16th birthday. My sister's funeral was on my birthday. Well, I believe that, we have spirits, guides around us, um, past loved ones, ancestors that we never even knew, that help and guide us and protect us. Um, I know when Richard Burton, was dying, he had all kinds of people coming in and seeing him, that we couldn't see. But boy, like Sherry came in one day and she brought this guy Clark with her. And as soon as she come in the door, Richard's like, Clark, oh my God, I haven't seen you in years. How you been? And it seemed like he carried on a whole conversation with this man, Clark. And then when Sherry was leaving, Clark left with her. So, yeah, I believe that spirits are always around us. I got goosebumps just telling Richard's story of Clark, but um, he had a lot of experiences, and I could continue on telling you them, when he was dying. So, and you hear that all the time. You're welcome, little sleepy cat. So, yeah, Justice, know your loved ones are around you. Dee Dee, did I and Crushel had good relations in the past? I don't really read past, but the Knight of Swords came out, so I would say no. That's what came out. Um, it too impetuous, too many things going on to be grounded. This knight, knights are on a mission. They're all about themselves and what they're going after. He's looking for the truth, and he's so impetuous he misses everything. He just flies by everything. So your answer is no. Swords are no. Aditi, only post your question once. Otherwise it fills the chat up. Roberto, hello. Does the person I dreamed about yesterday have any attraction towards me? Ooh, that's strong energy pulling them into your dreams. No. Four of Swords. This person is taking a step back and looking at what brought them to the point that they're in right now, Roberto. So be aware of that. This person's trying to heal from something, looking at past mistakes and trying to make amends for them. There's a lot of hurt this person's trying to get over. The hurt hangs above them. Their sword of truth is below them. So they're trying to become grounded and stable and what had happened to be able to move forward, if you will, Roberto. Okay, so I missed Andrew, didn't I? Andrew, are you still here? You're welcome, Roberto. Thanks for being here. Andrew, are you still here? Where are you? Oh, Andrew was looking for a message. Sorry I missed you, Andrew. Masha, hello. Andrew, dog loyalty. You may be feeling like those around you let you down or are not doing their fair share of work. This comes as a reminder that loyalty exists and you must not settle for anything less. You deserve better than mixed signals. And Bobcat, mystery. The Bobcat teaches you that there is a true power and strength in silence and patience. In order to get what you want, you must be willing to plan, adapt, and above all, have the patience to set your dreams manifest. Paula, hello. I'm good, Masha. How are you? Am I wasting my time wanting to invest in something with JC? Is JC a waste of Paula's time? Please hit that like button for me. It helps. Is it a waste of time investing time with JC? Boy, it's been a struggle already, hasn't it, Paula? So your answer is no. It's not a waste of time, but you need to make a choice. A decision needs to be made. Something you're not willing to look at. You got your blindfold on, your arms are crossed, which is a defensive pose. Got all these emotions going on in the water in the background. We have a crescent moon dumping all emotion down on you. I would say, Paula, you have something to take care of before you interact with this JC. If you're holding on to something from the past, you know, that will stop you from moving forward. It will continue to hold you in the past as long as you allow those emotions and feelings to take you over. So be aware of that, Paula. That's what I see. It's like you keep looking back. See, this is the bottom of the deck. So no, you won't be wasting your time with this person, but you need to take care of something here, big time. Otherwise, it's just going to be the same over and over and over. It's not going to work until you take care of this. Marine Scorpio Samuel Aries feels jealous when he sees me interacting with this friend. Kirswani? Swa. You're welcome, Paula. Blessings. Just, you know, we can't start something new when we're still trying to get over something that hurt us in the past. And letting go of that, it frees you, but it also doesn't bring it into your future relationship. Because when you're still holding on to them past energies of being hurt from someone else, you carry that into the next person and kind of throw that at them, which isn't fair to them because they had nothing to do with it, correct? Are you going to tear or peel the banana? Xander, hello. So you want to know if he feels jealous? God damn. Box elder bugs. Yeah. It does. So if you already know that something you're doing that's making your person jealous, I think you shouldn't do it. Because that's your person. um, the green-eyed monster's never good because he's feeling like you're giving more to this person than you're giving to him. It's like he's feeling cheated, if you will. So yeah, bottom of the deck here, it's he's feeling like you're sticking him in the back. And he's not going to say anything. He is not going to say anything. This king of swords will overthink it. So, yeah, be careful what you're doing. You know, who should you be giving your time and attention to? Your boyfriend, not your boyfriend's friend. Maja. Does my ex miss me? Please hit that like button for me, you guys. I would really appreciate it. Sandra is asking if his ex misses him. It's fall, so I got box elder bugs and Asian beetles trying to get in my house right now. Little bastards. Alright. Xander, does my ex miss me? Ones are yes. Work is needed. So, your ex is showing up as the wounded warrior, Xander. This person isn't letting go because the wounded warrior is somebody who's been through it, and your ex has been through it, Xander, emotionally. And anytime we see wands, work is needed. They're so. This person's still hanging on here. They're holding on to that 9th wand, which when they get to the 10, then they lay down their burdens and they move on and start over. This person's still hanging on. Happy Berries, hello. How are you? Oh, do you need to be covered up, Miss Tia? Huh? Come on. Okay, here you go. You're welcome, Xander. Thanks for being here. Peel. Peel, right? Peel. I peel too. I don't know, it just came up if I wanted to ask that question, tear or peel. But you're the only one that has answered, I believe, Happy Berries. So thank you for that. Callum Force, I didn't see you. Is the 1111 and 711 numbers I keep seeing repeatedly have to do with impending abundance? Where's my book? So Calum, I don't have 1111 in my book because it only goes to 999. But 111, this number brings you to the urgent message that your thoughts are manifesting instantly. So keep your mindset focused upon your desires. Give any fearful thoughts to heaven for transmutation. And then number 1 is stay positive. Everything you're thinking about right now is coming true. So be sure that you're only thinking about what you desire. Give any fears to God and the angels. So if, if you're worrying about not having money, you're not going to have money. Right now, your thoughts are manifesting quickly, it says. So, Caleb, you best be using them to your advantage. And then 7-Eleven, continue with your affirmations and visualizations as they're working. So yeah, you're being it's like backing up what you're thinking. It's confirmation, if you will. Okay, sorry I got behind. You're welcome, Xander. Thanks for being here. Those of you in the room, pick a number between 0 and 999. What makes sense for what I'm manifesting? That makes sense for what I'm manifesting. Good. Good. Yeah, numbers are important. If you take your name, your full name, you take a piece of paper, you write your full name, middle, last, just the way it is, capital letters on top of the page, and then any doubles you cross out. So how many words can you find in your name? Them words have meanings, hidden messages for you, if you will. So when I do a lexigram, they're lexicograms, it always seems like somewhere in the middle there's these words that make a sentence, and it's always like, oh, wow, so they're pretty cool. 818. 818. Your positive affirmations about your career and finances are working, so keep going. Neil. 756. One more, if I can get it to open. 756. It's a good time to try new ideas and ways, as they will improve your life dramatically. So, happy berries. Try doing things in a different way. Come up with some new ideas. Seems like that'll help you. Nice. Goddess Fairchild, 88. I just want to see what comes through. 88. They're usually pretty accurate. It's I don't know. I don't know how it works, but they're pretty accurate. This is a very auspicious and favorable sign about your finances. Your actions, prayers, visualizations, and manifestation work have resulted in a large inflow of abundance. Open your arms and receive. Goddess Fairchild. So whatever you've been manifesting and visualizing, when are you going to get to the point where you say, okay, I'm ready to receive? I have open arms, and I accept the abundance. Nice. Sander, 340. I'm doing free readings, 340. 340. All of heaven is watching over you and answering your prayers. 340. Xander, got someone watching over you. Nice. Sandra, hello, welcome. Guys, hit that like button for me. I'd appreciate it. Amber, 191. Peel. Yeah, I think everybody's going to say peel. I mean, if Todd Roy comes in, he might say tear, but, 191, just because he's always a rebel. All right, 191. Your positive thoughts are opening doors to the fruition of your dream, career, and divine life purpose. Step through these doors without delay. Nice, Amber. Little sleepy cat, 277. Oh, I won't way past it. 277. You've prayed with devotion and have listened attentively to your divine guidance. As you follow this guidance, you're protected and everything you do turns to gold. Little sleepy cat. That's a nice one. I don't think I've ever read that one. Nice pick. Day, pick a number between 0 and 999. Anyone in the room. It's angel numbers. Angel numbers. Doreen Virtue. I'm going to pick one. I have been seeing 444 a lot. I haven't seen it tattooed on a guy's arm today. There are angels. They're everywhere around you. You are completely loved, supported, and guided. Thank you. Nice. Janny D, pick a number between 0 and 999. Lady A, hello. Good evening. Welcome. How are you? Oh. Well, I don't know why they wanted to hide that. 88. 88? It won't let me show it. All right, 88. AI is messing with my chat. This is a very auspicious and favorable sign about your finances. Your action, prayers, visualization, and manifestation work have resulted in a large inflow of abundance. Open your arms and receive. Jenny D, right now I'm doing angel numbers, so if you want to pick a number between 0 and 999. Hi, Erica. How are you? Hello. Lady A, do you have a number? Oh, I always get finger happy with that then. It's good to see you. 3. I know you picked already. I'm sorry. Number 3. The Ascended Masters are helping you. Usually this means an Ascended Master you feel close to. For example, Jesus, Kuan Yin, a saint, or some other spiritual religious figure. So someone's watching over you, Janny D. Lady A, 345. 345. Heaven is helping you make some much needed and positive life changes. Very nice. Cam 05, I'm reading angel numbers right now. Oh, okay. 04? 3 and 4. 4. The angels are with you. They send you the number 4 to reassure you that they've heard your prayers and are helping you. You're welcome, Janny D. So know that what you're asking help for is being given. We don't, most times when we ask for something, we don't look for the sign. We don't, because there's always, anytime you ask for something, there's going to be a sign given to you, um, and how to receive what you're asking for, or um, it's like when you see 444 or 111 or 1212 on the clock, reoccurring numbers. What were you thinking of? Stop. What were you thinking of at that time? That's part of your message being given to you. It's so when you see um, something reoccurring, what are you thinking? And that 9 times out of 10, that's your answer. You're welcome, Lady A. If you guys could hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Yes, I'm doing good, thank you. Just hit it. Thanks, Neo. How are you doing? How's life? What's going on? You got a woman? You're welcome, Camo5. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you very much. So, Cam, you had asked, Sagittarius, did the lady I DM'd this morning manifest in her life to looking for a good man? She is Libra. So, I'm confused. Oh, well, that ain't good. Everyone in the room, close your eyes. Imagine holding each other's hands. Let's send some blessings to Neo. Blessings for things to get better. Thanks, you guys. So is this woman Cam DM'd manifest a good man? Well, yes, Cam. Your answer is yes. Ace of Cups, yes, naturally. So when I see an ace, it's the spark of an idea. It's not taking action, but boy, that idea is rolling around in their head. And as we see, there's a lot of emotions and overflowing and abundance. Blessings, if you will. So your answer is yes. Oh, oh. Did you make me drop my deck? Huh? Did you want me to cover you up? You guys want to see her? Hold on. Huh? Did you make me throw my deck on the ground? Huh? Are you tired? Say hi, Neo. Say hi to everyone, Tia. Say hi, Neo. Say hello. All right, if I can get this back in there without shutting it off. Hold on. Oh. All right. Oh, I'm sorry, my deck's on the floor. Taking the vibration of the bell on the regulator. Woof. Yes, the deck did get decked, didn't it? But never fear, another one is here. Ha 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 ha. Hey, anybody in the room been having frickin' nightmares? I mean, creepy nightmares? Yes. Yeah, when we get in that negative energy thinking, we draw more of that to us. So try to stay positive and pull more positive to you. What's the matter? Huh? What's the matter, sweet girl? You're so tired. Oh, you're so tired, dear. Oh, come on, I'll cover you up. Come on, get in there. Yes, Cam. Archangel Michael, do you have any advice that we can give to Neil? Something to look for? Something to be aware of? Yes, I'm grateful. Thank you for being here. Yes, it has been a long while. Thank you. No, I haven't had no boots thrown at me for a while. Thank you. So, Archangel Michael, your message, Neil, we have the Hangman. It's about taking a step back, looking at things from a different perspective, trying to see things from others' perspective. It gives you a new outlook. This is like putting yourself in a timeout, saying, okay, I need to look at what's going on, and maybe if I look at it from a different view, I can figure some things out. Well, hello, Brendan. How are you? Asa, hello. I used to have nightmares for years. I used to have this skinwalker creature demon thing that would pop up sometimes, torture and taunt me. One day after I learned some new tricks, I had a dream in a house, the front door was wide open, and who was outside? That demon. I showed the wicked spirit that I created in my right hand, and I was too scared to come inside. Well, I don't know. Anybody want to hear my dream? And I fell asleep on the couch. Um, I, I woke up and just, yeah, breathing hard, sweating, fearful. Um, so where it starts, where I can remember, I had to go to the bathroom. So as I walked in, um, they're all red stalls. They're all open, no doors. The first one has got feces in it. Second one, they're all dirty. And this woman comes around and she's like, yeah, it's pretty bad in here. And she walked out. So now, as I'm walking looking for a clean stall, now I come to like this part of this basement, creepy, full of rubble. Um, and someone's in there moving around and I can't see them and I'm scared. Okay, so then the next thing, I'm standing at the top of a stairs, and this blonde girl, this blonde girl's coming up out of the basement, and there's this they're both kids. There's this kid behind me, black hair, chubby. He's got blood all over his shirt. And this girl coming up the stairs, I kicked her down. And when I kicked her down, she kind of swung her body around so her head bounced on the concrete of the floor. And it kind of freaked me out because she got up. And she's coming up the stairs again. And I kicked her down again. She did the same thing. She bounced on her frickin' head on the concrete. And it sounded like a melon smashing. But when she's coming up the stairs, she's fine. But now the third time, on her left side of her cheek is like a green, it looks like she got hit really hard and it's bruised instantly. So I turned around and I grabbed this kid, this guy behind me, and I said, "That's enough. You get down there too." And when I looked, now this girl's got this Wonder Woman, Superwoman, whatever, suit on coming up the stairs. So I locked the door. I pushed him down there and I locked the door, and then I ran out a door behind me. So now this place I was in had no idea where I was, but once I got outside, I knew where I was. And then there's this woman on the sidewalk, I don't know, she's just like jerking around weird, walking down towards this park. So I don't know, I just woke up frantic because that chick, she just kept coming when she should have smashed her head. It was, yeah, I don't know, it was just creepy. And I still can't shake it, and that's 2 nights ago. Yeah, I when I woke up, I was scared, so I don't know. Asa, will I find friends at school? Of course you will. Put in an effort, make small conversation, join a club, a group. Asa wants to know if she's going to make friends at school. Blank slate. You can make as many friends as you want. And you will meet someone who you have a very tight connection with. Doesn't have to be a love interest, but there's a strong bond between you and another. Asa. Just seeing the cards now these days, I'm trying to figure out who is harassing me and why I've been harassed for so long. I long for a definite answer, yet no success. And yes, madam, it's still happening. Huh. Are you protecting your energy like I taught you to, Neil? You have to protect yourself. Got to learn how to create energy balls with electrical currents, madam. The wicked spear, dumb balls. Dumb balls. The you know, the bad energies, wicked spirits, whatever you want to call them, demons. Archangel Michael's saying they're demons. You can't show any fear. When you start showing fear, that's when they're more able to attack you. Mary Kylie? Fortuna, hello. Am I a medium? Happy Barry wants to know. You should already know if you're a medium. You shouldn't have to ask me. Do you tell people when things are going to happen? Do you see things before they happen? So, your answer is yes, but work is needed because you're just sitting here, not. We all have gifts. We all have spiritual powers, and Words are powerful. What you say is powerful. What you speak comes back to you, good or bad. But here, you're not utilizing any of your gifts. You're sitting there as a wounded warrior. This is the wounded warrior, Happy Berries, contemplating everything he's been through, and because he's sitting, he's not taking action. Um, has faith, but just stuck there. Um, the 9 moves into the 10 of laying down one's burdens. When you're burdened and overwhelmed, you block your gifts. You have to be open to signs around you. Seeing certain kind of birds, certain kind of animals, they all have messages. They're all sending you a message. Recurring numbers, seeing the same color car. Um, I mean, like all you notice is white cars around you all day or blue. You're welcome, Asa. Real people doing this. That's what they call me. Shook his head no, Neil. Why do you deny what you know, Mary? Brandon, do I currently have spiritual protection by the archangels? So, Brandon, let me ask you, have you asked for protection? Do you communicate with your angels? I know I'm behind in chat. Um, Angels can't help you unless you ask for help. There's like this I don't know if you want to call it a law, a rule, but they cannot intercede in your life without you bequesting their help. So if you do, Brandon, then yes, you do. So when it's weird, because the first time um, an angel talked to me, Archangel, it was Uriel. Um, I had pretty much given up on my life. I had isolated myself for 3 years. Just killed me to even go into town to get groceries. I didn't want to go anywhere. Um, and it's just like anyone would talk to you, but you don't see them right away, and then all of a sudden there they are, just there they are. Um, uh, it's breathtaking, and to receive a hug from an archangel to comfort you, it, it's I'm not even sure how to explain it. It's just like everything bad that has happened in your whole life is just lifted away at that moment. Um, I, I don't know how to explain it. It's sublime, if you will. Psychically. Well, here's a good story for you, Mary. I went to the Veterans Hospital in Milwaukee, Wisconsin with my daughter. Um, there's a lot of energy in that hospital. Uh, when I left, I was so drained. Just, and it kind of went away this afternoon, I guess. But it was so draining to go into that hospital because of all the energy. I didn't protect myself. I didn't think about it. So you need to protect yourself. Codependent on who? Well, Brandon, then you have to know that um, you have to have like specific times in your life that you cannot explain how you know something or how you didn't lose your life that day or that you were protected. Um, just weird stories. Being delayed and missing a bad car accident or driving down the highway at 80 miles an hour, passing somebody and not realizing there's another car in the lane. Um, and it's like they just pull over in not even a second, a flash out of your way. Um, yeah, there's all kinds of things. Um, yeah. Well, Mary, that's because you got that childlike soul in you. It is very possible. Yeah, so let's ask who your archangel is. You should know who it is. Archangel Asa. Who watches over her, guides her, and protects her? Please tell me. Watches over her. So your archangel is Sandalphone. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Your message is about being gentle with yourself. Quit being so hard on yourself. It's not helping you, is it? I agree. Angels cannot be in 20 places at once. But I'll tell you what, there's like 10 times more angels than there are people on this earth right now, and there's a lot of people on this earth. So, only God. We as a people right now are going through hell. We're going through a spiritual warfare. We're going through a division warfare from political and the powers that be that control control. I'm going to say it again. Control us. um, so when I repeat something over and over and over, it sounds like I'm stuck. I'm not stuck. That's my guide talking through me. Um, and we've come to this this point of not throwing boots at me to get my attention, because I'd be sitting there and all of a sudden I see a boot come flying at me out of nowhere. Well, of course I'm going to duck, but there's nothing there. And then you got this big guy over here laughing, get your attention now. Um, but it's come to the point where now I can hear. I don't need um, my attention grabbed because I'm um, not open to what's around me. I'm not closed off anymore. Maybe you do, Mary. Day Day, hello. Are you in Wisconsin, Mary? At least it was not through a window, because then you would be booting up windows. How are you, Day Day? Thanks for being here. Kind of got into some deep conversation here. But like I was saying, we are under a spiritual warfare, and your energy has to be protected. So to protect yourself, ground yourself. First thing you need to do is ground yourself. Go outside and barefoot and just stand there. Ground yourself. Let the earth consume them negative energies. Just feel them going. See, when I do it, I go out and I become like a tree. I plant my feet, my energy down into the ground, and I just release all of that. And when I walk away, it's like it's left there. So when you protect your energy, ask your archangel for help. Ask your archangel, whoever it may be, to cover you in pure white light, to protect your energy, so nothing negative can enter your aura. When I start doing tarot readings, I always ring the bell and ask for protection for my energy and for yours, because we're kind of in between realms here with the tarot, and if we don't protect ourselves, well, then we could um, collect something negative that we don't want. Freaky J, how's it going? Ha ha. Hello. Much love to you too. So how would we know each other, Mary? You can private message me too through Madam K. No, it won't let me open your site right now. Interesting. So yeah, you ask your archangel to cover you in pure white light protection, and I'll tell you what, um, it blocks out it blocks out all them energy vampires that are walking around angry, seething. Instead of doing something about their situation, it's everybody's fault, and not looking within that, well, maybe if I do something, my situation will get better. Um, there's a lot of negative energy being thrown around. More than 20 years in the Southwest, making music and jewelry. Southwest. Well, I have been to Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's about as far southwest as I have been. Interesting. Does it get really cold in Wisconsin? It does. Yep, it sure does. We're I say we're in for a lot of snow this year. A lot of snow. A lot. I go by like what the farmers say. So the old farmers that used to come into the restaurant, you'd hear them talking. And one day they were talking about the fog, and it was late summer, and they said, "Yeah, it's time to start counting that fog because then you'll know how many snowstorms you got." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He says, "Well, when you get up in the morning, and you see it's all foggy out, and it's foggy late in the day. That's a heavy snowstorm." He says, "You get up and you see that fog 3, 4, 5 days in a row. That's a blizzard." And he says, you can keep track of how many storms you're going to have and how long they'll last by the fog. So I know I've counted 17, 18, 19 mornings of fog, um, dense, heavy. So yeah, I think we're in for it this year. Well, Mary, you do realize you're the only one that's holding yourself back, right? Um, the fear in your mind. Maybe now is your time to shine. So, Mary, if you're thinking about going back to music, jewelry, writing, whatever it is, you have the Queen of Coins. You can be very prosperous at what you do. Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles, she's Queen of Money. She's comfortable. She's grounded. She grounds her energy. She doesn't fly off emotionally. She's centered. She's of the earth. Pentacles are earth. Pentacles are wealth. So there's a lot of potential there, Mary, for wealth. I hope we get decent snow over here. We've been skimmed for so long now. Yeah, I love the winter too, Asa. I do. Well, maybe it's time to quit faking it and start making it, right? Fake it till you make it. Maybe it's time to make it. Denise, hello. How are you? Is Kay my future spouse? You guys, if you haven't hit that like button, I would appreciate it if you could do that for me. Hold on, hold on. Is Kay Day Day's future spouse? Page of Cups, yes, naturally. Your person's a little immature, young. Um, so, when we see a page, it's teenager, early 20s, young, immature. They mean well, and so, like, he may make plans with you and mean well, and then get sidetracked with his friends and go off somewhere else. Doesn't mean to hurt you. He's flighty. He's not real dependable because he's immature, Day Day. But your answer is yes. The bottom of the deck, however, is the Tree of Life, which is a pretty powerful message right there for you. Um, it's telling you, it's telling me to tell you, uh, you have a path, and your path is set for you. You need to follow it. Don't get sidetracked. Um, you got to go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 is completion and starting over. So it's going through all these cycles. You choose how easy or how hard your cycles are because of your emotional state. Um, Get everybody in here. When you get up in the morning, tell yourself in the mirror, I know I'm going to run into some sort of conflict today, and I'll handle it fine. Just let it blow right off me like it never even affected me. Because we cannot control someone else's actions. We can only control our own. And if we let others get us upset, then they're right at that moment when you feel that upset, when your stomach gets upset and maybe you start to shake or you get hot, that's them sucking your energy from you. That emotional feeling you get is when someone is draining you. It's done on purpose. Don't let them drain you. They're emotional vampires sucking you dry. So you have to be careful. Um, Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I have very good guides, Mary. Um, and I speak the truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell you what I see, if it's good or if it's bad. Um, because it doesn't do you any service for me to lie to you and tell you what you want to hear. Sounds like one of your co-workers. Yeah, it does. Yeah. It took me 2.5 days to recover just from going to the hospital. Um, and the whole while I'm walking around, I'm thank you for your service, sir. Thank you, shaking hands. Thank you for your service, because they're old vets. That means the world to them being acknowledged. And I don't know. Every hand I shook, maybe I gave some of my energy away. I don't know, but boy, yeah. Ooh. I don't go to the grocery store unless it's really early in the morning or really late at night, because people are so angry. Food prices are so high. You just I walk through the store in the middle of the afternoon, and it's nothing but just depression and um just a loss of what to do. People are really struggling, and if they cut off the SNAP on the first, not everybody gets their food stamps on the first. Depends upon, I believe, your birth date and what year you were born, on what day you get your food stamps. So, I mean, this big thing everybody's saying the first. Well, you know, uh, you got for sure every month 28 days in the month. Um, and it's broke down. Certain people get that benefit on certain days. So all these people going out there saying, "Oh, if I don't get money on the first, I'm going to go out and I'm going to steal and don't try to stop whatever." That's bad negative energy, and just be careful when you're out there if that does come to pass, because people are going to be fucking nuts. These people might even usher in martial law with their actions. I went to the store today. It cost me $74. I got some lunch meat. I got bread. Um, I got 2 bags of frozen chicken. I got some cheese. Um, what else did I get? A case of water, bottled water. Um, did I say lunch meat? Oh, lettuce and a tomato, and that was it. $74. Yeah, I say it's plain too, Neil. um, it's a good way to lock us down, bring in martial law, and then bring in that digital currency. They're already stopping pennies. So I don't know if any of you know this. So 1 penny is worth 6 cents of copper. So if you would go to the bank and buy a case of pennies for $25 and go through it, I believe it's anything before 1983 is a copper penny. Um, so every one of them you go through in that case of 1,000, and you take them in, turn them in, they'll give you 6 cents a piece for them. When they say it's only worth one, but that's the copper pennies. Yes, I'm one of them, Mary. Well, um, Asa, you have to start learning how to make your own bread. Um, that's a big savings. Uh, buying when you make a meal so it stretches, um, casseroles or um, even to make a roast, and you add your vegetables to that. That's 4, 5, 6 different meals. It's hard. Yeah, there's the vegetables are horrible. I paid $2.99 for frickin' head of lettuce that I think my deck of cards is harder than, or not harder, heavier than the lettuce I bought. It was like all air. Silver's another one, but I mean they're not printing any more pennies, so once they gather all them up, then they're gone. And with the way, gold and silver, platinum is going through the roof. I mean, geez, gold hit over 4,000 this last week. $4,000. 2 years ago, you could get an ounce of gold. It was $1,200. Silver was 16. Now it's over 50. Well, that's when you got to find them sales. I know I find a lot of pork roast on sales. Um, I see. I had big time issues with my thyroid, and I had to quit eating processed foods. Well, I hate to say this, but like your hamburger in the store, um, that's it's got water added to it. It's got that pink slime added to it for a filler, which is the parts of the meat that they can't use that they grind up and turn it into a pulp paste, pink paste, and they add that into your meat. Um, it's horrible what they do to your food. But I've been getting from a farmer a cow, and I got a pig this year. Um, so my cow last year, what was it? I paid $3.29 a pound for the cow and the butchering, the processing. For what did we get? 174 pounds. My daughter and I split it. But I mean, you can't even buy a hamburger for $3.29 a pound. So and the meat isn't full of shit that makes me just pass out. I can't eat a hamburger from Culver's or McDonald's. Most restaurants, I just get sick from it, and it just makes me lethargic. Makes me want to go to sleep. Yeah, ain't that something, Mary? Right? Yeah. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Nancy wants to know if she should transfer to California or Colorado. What was it? California. Ugh, why would you go there? Mm. Nancy wants to know, should she transfer to California? Yeah. King of Wands says yes. Work is needed. The Chariot. So the Chariot at the bottom of the deck is kind of like you are being divinely guided to do this. And showing up as a king is the King of Wands is very intellectual. He follows his intuition. He's spiritually motivated. Goes after what it is that he wants. So your answer is yes. And no, the Chariot is you're being pushed. You're being divinely guided to do so, Nancy. They want that digital ID worldwide. They just switched it over in is it Laos, Vietnam? There's another country over there too. So if you didn't sign up for this digital ID, they just wiped out your bank account. They took everything. You didn't give them that information that they needed for that. And the UK just did the same thing. Well, the reason they're not being imprisoned for the food is because they've got permits to go ahead with this lab meat to grow it. I would never eat it. I just no way. Tyson's a big one. Tyson, watch out for Tyson meats. Just gotta watch your labels. Is it better beef or better goods? There's a couple labels. You can go online and ask what the names of them are. But yeah, yuck. If you're having problems with your thyroid, quit eating processed foods. I have I have Hashimoto and Graves' disease. I have both. Both sides of it. Um, my hair was falling out. I would lose. Oh my God, I'd drop like 30 pounds in 3 weeks, and then the opposite side, I would put on like 40 pounds in a month. Just ridiculous. Always sick. Anything I ate tasted like metal. Bailey, hello. From Texas. Nice. I'm in Northeast Wisconsin. So quit eating processed foods. So when you go into the grocery store, you're not supposed to go into any inside aisles. You shop from the outside, the fruits, the vegetables, the meats. If you got Hashimoto's, stay away from eggs, stay away from red meat. It's not the best for you. Scotty boy, how are you? Hello. Culture. You're gonna tear the banana? Oh. Peel. Yeah, I'm good. I'm a peeler. Should ask the people prior to making these decisions, like it's insane. Well, we're the majority, but we don't have a say. You know, stay away from Tyson. Yeah, there's a plant 17 miles from here. It used to be Hillshire Meats. So, um, if you're buying Hillshire hams, Hillshire meats, that's Tyson nowadays. It's not Hillshire anymore. Nancy wants to know if her brother takes her there to California. I would stay the hell away from that hellhole. You steal the water. Yes, naturally. 10 of Cups, yes. Naturally. Nancy. Doesn't talk back to me. I don't. Yes. Scotty. Yeah, of course. I know I shoot on a women's pool league, and this girl Julie I went to school with, she works at Tyson. And after we were done shooting, I went up to her and I said, "So what's going on with the lab-grown meat in Tyson?" Her head just swung around and looked at me with her eyes so big. She's like, "Who told you that?" I said, "What do you mean who told me? The whole world knows about it." She's like, "Well, we can't talk about that." All defensive, real defensive. And I says, well, if you do any research and you know anything, you know that Tyson is a big contributor to lab grown meats and talking about changing over that facility. And I was wondering if they were changing it over. She walked away and didn't say shit to me about it. So something's going on over there. Yeah, horror stories from when my brother worked there as a kid, teenager. Yeah. Yeah, there's any food factory, there's shit that's going on that shouldn't be going on. Like the sauerkraut factory. Um, Worked there as a kid. You got these big vats of all this cabbage fermenting, and you get your stick in there and move stuff around, and you find these huge maggot balls. I mean, bigger than a basketball. You just dig them out. Yeah, kimchi. Yeah. Yeah, of course, Neil. I love sauerkraut too. But man, it stinks around here when it's sauerkraut time. What you doing? Huh? Come on. No, that's leeches, Mary. Leeches, not maggots. The leech will eat gangrene, the decaying skin. I uh I got a little miniature pinscher, Tia, and I don't feed her dog food. Okay, I'm waiting. Yeah, my mom had stories about great grandma Green losing one of her legs to diabetes, and they packed it full of leeches to eat out the gangrene. Yeah, old school to know that. Yeah, well, and the rotting flesh too. Yeah, tear or peel a banana, Mary. So this Sunday, or Saturday, excuse me. The Saturday is trick-or-treating, and my daughter puts on a huge, huge display in her yard, and I think we had 1,200 and some kids last year, so it should be even better this year. I'm all excited. What's your question, Scotty? Where do babies come from? I'm not buying into the storks. I don't know. I'm gonna behave. I didn't say it. Sassy. How you doing, Scotty? Is moving into C's old room an aligned choice for me? I'm worried it has bad energy. Then you go in there and you open the window and you burn some sage, sweetgrass. I missed you too. It was really nice to see you show up tonight. Thanks. um, you. How does it feel when you go in there? You can even use incense. So you have to ground yourself, and you have to put a protective barrier around yourself before you start messing with energies. So asking your archangel to cover you with pure white light is a protective barrier around you. Saying a prayer before you start, you know, for protection. And you smudge the room, you smoke it. You light your incense and burn it in the closet, in the corners. You know, you just clean out the whole room. You leave the window open. That way, when the smoke goes out, it takes the negative energy with it. All right, well, let's ask. Negative energy in this room. Culture. Yes. Yes. No. No. Swords are no. No explanation, just no. There's a love, not a love, no. There's a young energy who overthinks. That's what the energy is in your room. It's overthinking, naive. I don't want to be mean and say not very bright, but not very bright kind of energy. So, yes. So, no, culture, there's no negative energy. It's no. Your answer is no. Okay, I will ask like two, madam. You just pick whichever one you want to do. Is there a group that has taken a keen interest in me? And yes. And why? Two, am I bugging? Or are my observations indeed correct? Is there a group taking a keen interest? Let me get a different deck. Hold on. Grab the Witch's Tarot. No? Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. I did use that one. Sorry. I didn't use this one, though. I remove any energy that may be left in the deck. Air moves through you, removes you. Moves through you, it removes you. Air moves through you, it removes you. Alright, Neil. Certain group and why. Two of Cups is you've got some past life thing going on with somebody here. The answer is yes, and it has something to do with the past life situation. And this energy, Neo, of this group that has this interest in you. This group. So the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, excuse me, the Three of Wands is a stagnant energy. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just a waiting energy. So it seems like this group is trying to put you in a waiting energy. You have a strong connection to them somehow. But it seems like they're trying to make you wait. The past holds you back and makes you wait, Neil. So, and are my observations indeed correct? I'm behind in chat. Hold on. I'll catch up. No. Your observations... Are my observations indeed correct? No, they're not. There's something you're not seeing. It's an illusion. This is the card of liars, cheats, and thieves. Liars, orators, and thieves. Cheats. However you want to call them. Trying to get away with something under darkness. You have energies around you warning you of this, letting you know of this. So if you know you got gut instincts or whatever it is, it's trying to warn you. Because when I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. When we see the moon, that means things are being illuminated, being enlightened. Family complicit in stealing money, maybe. Nah, bless you too, Neil. Pharisees again. This one to the right, universal law. Yeah, it says there's nothing. I would still take some incense and smudge it. It removes, because this person that was in their culture, it's a naive, young, just unaccountable energy that overthought everything. Instead of taking actions, they just, it's like beating a dead horse. It ain't gonna get up. Beating it ain't gonna do any good. Just, yeah. That's the vision that I just seen was beating a dead horse. Yes, very unaccountable. And it's a young, immature energy. Very immature. Did I miss a question or? Oh yeah, you cast something out, especially if it's bad energy, expect it to come back tenfold. When you send something out that isn't um, accountable as something being done back to you, something being done to you, and you send something out to somebody, expect that to come back around, and it's gonna slap you. It'll get you. Putting a curse on someone, that takes a lot of energy and a lot of time and thought of that person's life to keep sending out all that negative energy. Can you or would you actually tear a banana? Peeling just comes natural with a banana. I don't know. It's AI's stupid question. Are you tired, Tia? Oh, poor babies, huh? You're so tired. Oh, can barely keep your little eyes open. Why don't you go to sleep? Huh? You can go to sleepy. Yeah, sweet girl. You want me to cover you up? Okay. So, Neo, did you hear that, like the Teslas, their cameras are picking up spirits, demons, ghosts, whatever it is you want to say is walking around out there? Um, there's all these videos out there, people driving through the graveyards, and um, it looks like somebody's standing next to the Tesla car, and you look out the window, nobody's there. There's some other camera too that's picking up stuff. I need to get kicked twice. Yeah, well, that sucks. That we don't get it the first time, you know? Boy. Mary wants to know if Noah is okay. Ten of Cups, yep. Um, yeah, he's okay, but there's something that's hidden here. See how their backs to you? Um, it looks like should be having a good, happy life, but there's something hidden. What is that? Hmm. Yeah, there's just, yeah. See, bottom of the deck, something's hidden. It's so your Noah has like a mirroring effect going on. Um, Whoever this person is that they're dealing with, they feed off each other, if you will. They mirror each other. One gets upset, the other's upset. One happy, the other's happy. Mary, I wouldn't be just sitting around waiting, okay? This is a card of being stuck, not taking action, not moving. I got video. I don't know if I ever posted it on Madam K, but I know it's on my Facebook page of the kids when my middle daughter Chastity's babies were 1 and 2. Everybody was upstairs having a big pillow fight in my bedroom, and you couldn't see it when it was going on. But boy, when you watch that video, it was uh, kind of creepy at first. Um, so I tried to explain it away as dust particles because, they're all throwing pillows around. But when you start seeing shit coming out of the windows, coming in the room from outside the window, that makes you think different. But that room had thousands of orbs in it. Just all the good, playful energy in there. The video is unbelievable. And then my grandson stands up and he's watching one while his mom grabs him because she thinks he's going to fall off the bed. And as soon as he sits down on the bed, he looks up at it. And you could see it in the camera and you could just watch him follow it with his head. It was just, it's, I don't know, it's pretty cool. But yeah, orbs. Um, yeah, that's awesome, Mary. You know, um, there's so much spiritual energy around us. When the house I live in, the house I own now, was my mom's house. And when she was dying, she put it on me that I keep this house in the family because my family built it. Okay, so I have the house. My sister lived here for first 8 months, and then like 4 or 5 months later, I moved in. The first night, first night I'm here, it sounds like someone walks up the stairs. Now I'm sitting up in bed looking at my door, it's shut. The door handle moved, and I'm like, oh my God, what the hell? So I get up and open the door. No one's there, but I could smell her taboo perfume. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Ma. um, Her urn sits on the top of the stairs to this day. So, yeah. I have a couple of spooks in my house. Um, we used to call him Chicken Hawk Bob. He shot himself outside the house. So he's here. I think he was a year older than me in school. But yeah, I think we all have ghost stories, don't we? You see, I see orbs differently. Orbs are protection. Yes. I see souls observing. If you can get into an area that doesn't have outside noise, um, you can get spirits to give you gifts. um, Weird things. Yeah, taboo perfume. Yep. She asked me about a trust fund, and if I knew about it, I didn't. She then said someone was going to try to frame me, but it wouldn't work because my grandparents were going to intervene. Hmm. Hmm. We've talked about that too. Someone who took something from you, Neil. I name all orbs are different things like Larry, Bob. My names keep them in my reality. Yeah, it has been a while. Well, my mom died of leukemia, so no way Larry is above me. I even have a video of being in the living room and orbs flying around. I even have one video I was doing a live. I was upstairs in my bedroom by the window, and the people in the room started saying, "What's that purple light by you? What's that purple light by you?" I couldn't see nothing. Um, I know if you would go through my library of videos, it's in there saved under purple light. Um, but yeah, in the video, you can see, and I was even opening the window trying to think, it was coming from outside, and no, it just wasn't because I pulled the curtain shut and then you could see it again. So, yeah, there was something around me that day putting out purple energy, which is an angelic energy. So, some weird comment in turn made it was a medical power of attorney. It seems she got nervous, man. I don't know. Seemed fishy, dude. So uh, who's her, the power of attorney for her then? Right, Scotty, I agree. I'm super curious as to why this group wants to keep me waiting. I don't know, that don't make much sense. Yeah, Mary, go ahead and share your site. That's fine. Why don't you just talk to the attorney, Neil? I would go straight to the attorney, you know, because if you're mentioned in any documentation, he has to give you information. He can't withhold it unless the person who wrote the will has that in there as a stipulation, which wouldn't make much sense to me, but that's why I've been harassed so long. Someone is trying to make me look unstable to a court. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. You've been dealing with this for a while. Maybe maybe it is time to let it go and move forward and let it resolve itself without draining you, because it just seems like it's just been draining you for a while now. It feels heavy to me. It makes me feel heavy. We aren't victims. No, we're not. We just agree with the wrong head. The wrong head. Scotty. Mary, my PayPal information is in the header or in the description. Because, yeah, I only have PayPal. I just appreciate it. I do appreciate that very much. I know when I would charge for a read, you'd get some of them Indian girls from India that come in and I don't if it's Lear or whatever their money is, they'd give me like a nickel. I thought that was just hilarious. 5 cents. And then they keep asking questions and keep sending 5 cents. I think that's funny. It is heavy and draining. Why is whomever going so hard? What is truly being hidden? Know what I mean? Yeah, I do know what you mean. But Neil, you have to protect your energy. Because when we sit and worry about something and contemplate it, and we have no resolve, and we let it just beat us down and beat us up, we are draining our own energy, and we are stopping our life from moving forward. We're stuck in that time, and instead of enjoying our life and going after new things and experiencing new things, we're stuck in this hellhole that has a grip on us because we choose to allow it. We choose to allow it. No one else is forcing us. We choose to allow it. No one can do anything to you unless you allow it. I mean, yeah, someone can break into your house, um, but then you're gonna fortify your stronghold so it don't happen again. You gotta take care of you and and stop giving your life to the past. We're all gonna die. But some people are afraid to die. Yeah, you gotta enjoy it while you can. That's true. Because it seemed like, I don't know, last week I was 16, 61. Huh. What happened? You died? How did you die? What's an NDE? A nude? What's an NDE? Near death experience. Oh, I'm 5 years older than you, Scotty. Near-death experience. Ooh. Yeah, tell us about it. Everybody knows but me. I think it's nude. I had a near-death experience. Mm-hmm. My angel made me get up. Mm. I don't remember shit. Huh. Huh. I have timelines missing in my life too. I think we all do. I know the road I live on, you go down in about 4 or 5 miles, and it's like a time warp. You end up 20 miles down the road and don't know how you got there. So weird shit goes on all the time. Well, Scotty, we're sent here to do something. We have a purpose. We have a purpose to fulfill. Yeah, you are real. Yep. And if you don't fulfill your purpose, you're just going to keep coming back. Dire or near-death experience, either way. I believe in reincarnation. I, I I believe I'm on my last soul's journey in this hellhole. I really do. Um, I don't want to come back. They tell me I have to come back. I'm going to go out kicking and fighting all the way. 'Cause I ain't coming back. I'm not afraid to die because my life has been a challenge since I've been little. And I truly believe this is my last life as um, being my soul incarnated in this human form. Um, yeah, 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 I'm not afraid to die. It's got to be better than what I've gone through here. I'll tell you that. We've all been through a lot, culture. All of us. We've all been through a lot. What I've been through is no different what anybody else has been through. Different experiences, yes. The way it felt, the same. We all feel heartbreak the same. We all hurt. Okay, we'll be here, Scotty. Your life is short. Being stuck in the past or what somebody did or what they said um, holds you back. It keeps you from exploring your life, your world, because you're so caught up with what someone else did to you. Fuck them. They're not thinking about what they did to you. They could give a shit less about what happened to you. If they did, they would have never did what they did. And sitting and being in the past and contemplating it and worrying about it and thinking about it does nothing but hurt yourself. Makes you stuck in their hell where they want you to be. Not everybody has good intentions for you. Suffering is a choice. That I agree. God. I just want some damn answers. Logical answers. Been waiting for a while now. Now I've gotten bits and pieces. Well, sometimes when you step away from something and you leave it alone, it becomes clear. The answers come. When you push and push, kind of blocks it. Yeah, you asshole. Oh, Mary, I had a boyfriend of 8 years breaking in my house, um, locked me in my bedroom when my 3-year-old grandson was across the hall sleeping, told me he was going to kill me, stabbed me 5 times, beat me for 2.5 hours, till finally I jumped out my second-story window. We all have gone through hell, all of us. Suffering from other people he's talking about, not accidents. Accidents is a different kind of suffering, but it's still a choice. You hold on to it, or you move on and you learn from it and you grow. Uh, what did you learn from being held down, Mary? That you had to be strong, you had to keep going. No, not from a perspective point of view, from a mental emotional point of view. Because are you mentally strong enough to deal with what you went through? And I'll tell you what, you sure the hell are. If that's been obstacle has been put in your path, then you are strong enough to handle it. And the purpose of that obstacle is to get you to move forward and not be stuck. We all have obstacles, and do we deal with them or not? It's your choice. Well, you got to do what you got to do, right? That's right. Yeah, right. We're we're spiritual beings having a human experience. Our souls never die. Our souls move on and become other things. You know, and how you choose, if you choose to be depressed or you choose to be happy. I mean, all the shit that's gone on in my life, I should be just a fucking fumbling idiot. But I had no control over what happened to me. So, you know, why do I have to take that burden on? I don't. I count to 5. I got post-traumatic stress too. But you know what? It doesn't have me. Yeah, you have a choice. Make the best of it. Try to make some good memories in your life. Be good to yourself. Treat yourself with respect. Not let others disrespect you or treat you any less than what you deserve. That's all your choice. Well, you know what, Mary? I wasn't learning my lessons for the red flags that had been shown to me. So I was given a hard task to wake me up. Rat poisoning. Oh my God. Ugh. What is that? Strychnine? Jesus. Oh, excuse me. We are strong, We're survivors, right? I'm going to pull out some animal oracle cards. Archangel Michael, what message do you have for the group concerning these conversations we're having? What message do you have for us? Can you see me now? Hello. Hawks are, about sight and speed. Do you have a message for us that relates to our conversation, please? Archangel Michael. I have one card? Oh, all right. So the first card that came out is, I guess I flipped the camera around. Hello. Owl, observation. You are being encouraged to look beyond deceiving appearances into the true reality of a situation or a person's motives. You need to hear what is really being said, despite the words and emotions coming from the messenger. Owl. Yushra, hello. And then we have Raccoon, letting go. Thanks, Michael. This message has to do with those things to which you cling, be it a thought form, habit, creed, or situation. The time has come from letting go. Something is halting your progress, and you are spinning your wheels. Once you embrace change, blessings will follow. And we have Dragonfly, adaptability. So these do relate, whether you want to see it or not. Because I asked Archangel for messages that would help us to what our conversations were about. The dragonfly is a symbol of light and change. It is reminding you to bring a bit more lightness and joy into your life in order to bring about the changes needed to reach your full potential. Approach things lightly. So, that's why I read tarot, because I ask for something that we need to hear, and it always shows up. Letting go, adaptability, observation. All things we were talking about. It does, culture, right? We all know home is where you leave your pants. Well, yeah. Um, Yushra, sure. I'm not taking any more questions for the night. I will be back Sunday night, so you could come then. Smarty pants. How's your girl, Scotty? She behaving? Thanks. You rock also. Parting messages. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Got a lot going on. Now, heads down. When we juggle too many things in our mind, we don't have peace. We need to come to that intersection in our lives that we say, okay, I'm going to go this way, or I'm going to go this way, and I'm going to continue to put my life on hold, or, am I going to find a path that works for me? Stop juggling so much. Pick one thing, deal with it, let it go, and go on to the next thing. We're not meant to live our lives in the past of someone else's actions. We all have a capacity, ability. It's just whether we utilize it, Quit being so hard on ourselves. Everybody else is hard on us, and we're even harder on ourselves. Jeez. It doesn't make for an easy life, does it? Thanks for being here, Mary. Very nice chatting with you. Excuse me. I am sorry you've gone through hell in your life, but I think you got it. Oh. Well, Neil, maybe it's time to ask for help. Ask for guidance. Be open to the answer. I can remember when I didn't have a home and I lived in my car. I was living in Illinois. Just, yeah, not good. Yeah, it's a rough life being without a place to lay your head and take a shower in the morning. Okay, so we're going to tear or peel? We're all going to tear, right? Oh, no, we're going to peel. Exactly, Scotty. Nobody's going to give it to you. There's no medicine that's going to help it. I know one thing. You quit eating so goddamn many processed foods, and your mind slows right down. It's so many things become clear. Tear to ass. Yeah. I am salty. I do have my salty shirt on, don't I? Did you notice that? My shirt says salty. Yeah. Yeah, because, I get salty. Not so much anymore, though. I swear, since I quit eating processed foods, it's like people's bullshit doesn't really bother me anymore. I don't get aggravated as easy, or angry. Madam, you once told me honey and butter on cornbread was good, and I tried it. Delicious. Oh, God, yeah. All right, well, it's 2:23 in the morning. I'm going to go because it's late. I've been up since 6. Do you have Hashimoto's? I have Hashimoto's and Graves' disease. Graves' disease is what, will make your eyes turn out like fish bowls. So, bug eyes, fish eyes. Jade Corbin, we're done reading for the night. You have to come back Sunday. You just don't either, but these days it's gone too far, and I've had enough. Well, you got to stand up for yourself, Neil. It was great to see you. I'm kind of disappointed we didn't get to see Todd come in and chat with you. Blessed one, thanks for being here. Mary, thanks for being here. Come back again. I'll post my ghost pic, madam, so you can see it. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that would be cool. Culture. Good luck with your new room. Burn some incense, open the window. Love you too, Scotty. Thanks for being here. Blessings. Okay, let's close. I call on my guides, archangels, guardian angels. I thank you for the protection. I give everyone back their energy. Yes, we're giving Scotty his energy back. I close this reading. Thanks for being here. Okay, have a great night. Thanks. Yeah, it was very nice, Mary. Thanks for being here. Good night, everyone. Be safe out there, okay? Take care of yourself.